how to translate different polygons on a coordinate plane. So looking at how to translate them up, down, left, right, and how that changes the shape and its location. So first of all, to translate something just means that you are moving it across the coordinate plane. The size of the shape is not changing. It's just moving different places. So the first thing I want to look at is all of our different points. So we have point A, point B, C, and D. So originally, point A is located at -4, 4. Point B is located at -2, 4. Point C is located at -1, 2. And then D is located at 0 and, not 0, 1, 0. -1, 0. There we go. Okay, so these are all our original coordinates. So we'll call this polygon 1. Okay, so these are our original coordinates. Now I have this table over here to kind of demonstrate how we want to translate things. So let's say that our first translation, we want to move this shape across to the right. We want to move it over here to this area. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to decide how many units I want to go over. And maybe I'm looking and I'm thinking, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 units potentially looks like it could be enough. We could go 5. I'm going to say that we want to translate every single shape. And for this next shape, I want to say that we're going to translate it 5 units to the right. So right 5 units. Okay, so originally my point A, which I'm going to label this right here so that we don't get confused, A, B, C, oops, we need one more, and D, my original point for A was x, 4, y, oops, was that a -4? Yes, y, 4, okay. My original point for B was -2, y, -1, 2, 1, 0. So now that we've kind of gotten that out of the way, I'm going to move these so we have a little bit more, workspace. So now I can go ahead and I can work with what I have. A, B. Okay. So we want to move this to the right 5. So that's saying, okay, 4, 4, I'm going to go to A, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And that is my new A. So 4, and then we're saying right 5. So this gives me 1, 5. So you'll notice on this x-axis that it's actually increased by 5. So it's like you're saying -4 plus 5 is equal to 1. And remember, we're adding 5, so it's plus 5 on the y-axis. We're actually not changing anything on the x-axis because we're only translating it across. However, if we were translating it over 5 and up 2, that obviously would change the y-axis. In this case, we're just doing the x. All right, let's look at B. So B originally is at -2, 4, but if I move it to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my new point for B is 1, 2, 3, 3 across, and then also at 4. And I just realized that I wrote this as 5, oops, when it should be 4, so let me quickly change that. Okay, so now we have B. Let's look at C. Remember, we're going to the right 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our point was originally -1, and now it is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our x-coordinate, or our y-coordinate hasn't changed, so we're going to just keep it at 2. And then D, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which puts us at the same spot. We're going to go 4, and that should be a negative, and 0. So my new shape is here. So again, my polygon didn't change shape. It just translated 5 units to the right. Again, like I said, you're welcome to try this with any other translation. You could translate this to the right and up. So for example, if we were to continue this and I wanted to take, we'll call this polygon 2, I wanted to take polygon 1 and I wanted to say, okay, polygon 1, kind of make a new line here. I want it to translate across 3 and down 4. So then I would know, okay, for my x-coordinate, I want to go across 3, so to the right 3, so I'm going to add 3, and I want to go down 4. So that means on my y-axis I need to go down 4. So just to do a couple examples, let's just do A and B from our original polygon just to see what this would look like. So coordinate A, if I want to write it down, it's -4 originally, but I want it to go across to the right, a little r there, right 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and that puts me at -1. And then I want to go down 4, which puts me at 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts me at 0. And we started at 4. So my new coordinate for that coordinate plane would be -1, 0. So instead it would start right here. And we could continue that pattern. So it really just depends on where you're translating and what you're translating. But as you can see, my angles don't change. My size and shape do not change. It's just the coordination on the plane and where it's rotated. And that is how you translate a shape.